people I don't even know. I said, they'd say, oh, what are you doing this week? Going down to film a movie. And I say, oh, I wish I could do that. Oh, I want to be Yaron's friend too. Everybody wants to be his friend, you know, to do all the fun things he does. So whatever he does in the future will always be something very out of the ordinary that a regular Joe would never do.
I didn't have any friends that were gay growing up. There was 438 graduating members of my high school. Not a single one was openly gay. And that's in South Texas. And so, you know, being in music and theater, I have the most amazing, lovely friends. But with Brandon and Yaron, I think spending all those summers together, kind of watching their relationship, not blossom, because I think the minute they got together, you know, it was just in full bloom.
This is actually legal?
You know, but to watch that love between, that really strong, you know, true love, for me, that's amazing to see, because it's not something I was able to see. It changes you when you can witness a great love. I had a great love in my life. I remember calling Yaron the night before we were supposed to leave to go to sail in Mallorca, Spain. I told him Barbara's sick, you know, and I can't go. I can't go. And I was so afraid that he was going to be upset because, you know, I don't cancel on things. I told him, listen, keep the money that I've already paid for the trip. I don't want anything to change for anybody else. And he understood. He put me on speakerphone. Brandon was there. They said, you know, we love you. We love you. We want you to do what you have to do, and so supportive. And then the next day, I got a PayPal for the full amount back. And I just, you know, real friends, they don't judge you, and they understand you, and they say, yes, of course. You know, when she passed, they were there. You know, they were just always there. What can we do? Always. And that's a rare thing to find, not just one person, you know, two people, two individuals who, you know, love each other, and they do so much for other people. But to have that support from that kind of person that's helpful in any stressful situation.
Yaron is a person that I trust more than almost any of my friends. He's somebody that I turn to if I need anything. I remember the night before I was about to be sliced open for neurosurgery, and I was at NYU Langone by myself in the room. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning here, and I was like crying because they had just come in and they said, we're not sure if you're necessarily gonna walk normally again. And I was like very, very emotional. And I remember calling Yaron, and he was in Vegas, off on a trip, having an amazing time with some of our mutual friends. But he stayed on the phone with me and like really, really comforted me. I think we talked for like an hour. I think I was like on some sort of drug or something that they gave me for pain. But I remember how much it meant to me. And he really, really did comfort me going into that surgery.
I think his honest, guileless desire to share happiness and experiences with other people is one of the things I love the most with him. Is he likes to see people delighted and enjoy things.
It's funny because I really do think it has to do with how he makes friends with everything he does. He is very adventurous, but he likes having friends around him on these adventures. And so wherever he goes, he collects friends everywhere of all different types. When you kind of have that way of living, I think it really brings around people to you, and you're willing to do things for each other way above and beyond what's called for, because you want to belong to something bigger, bigger family, if you will.
If you're in a room with Yaron, he's going to suss out what's the most interesting or good-looking person in the room, and he's going to connect them. He's not afraid of just reaching out and be like, oh, hey, how are you? We all went to go see Hedwig and the Angry Inch. So it was Neil Patrick Harris, who I don't know, and a friend of mine. So I was like, well, we should go backstage. You know, I know her. Maybe we can see Neil Patrick Harris. No big deal. We go to the back, and I'm about to say, oh, hey, I'm here for, and the first thing Yaron does is, oh, hey, we're here for Neil Patrick Harris. We're good friends. We're good friends. And somehow Yaron literally talked his way backstage of a Broadway house and got Neil Patrick Harris to come out of his dressing room. And like we had a whole like picture op and everything, just because Yaron was like, oh yeah, I met him once. Hey, it worked. It's great. He's not afraid of anything. And why not? Life's short. Experience it.
Some of his positivity has rubbed off on me. You know, just trying to be not so stressed out about things, because I've learned from Yaron that things will always work out. And when we go out on our adventures, sometimes I'll suggest like scary things to do, like go in a scary, like really skinny canal that's full of waves. It's like, oh, this sounds like fun. Even though it wouldn't be fun if I were in charge, I know that Yaron's in charge. And if it was a bad idea, he would tell me. So if he says, yeah, okay, let's go, it's like, I'm 100% confident that this is 100% safe. And after we get done doing our scary thing, I'll say, oh my God, I was so scared that that was going to turn out bad. And Yaron would say something like, yeah, I was really scared too. It's like, you were scared? And it's like, no, you're not the one who's supposed to be scared. You're the one who's supposed to be 100% sure of everything we're doing, that I'm never going to get like in trouble. He is always 100% confident that something is going to work out. Maybe even if he thinks, if he's a little apprehensive about it, or he's also a little bit scared, nobody would ever know it because he exudes confidence.
He's fearless in every way. He's fearless. He has zero social anxiety. I've never met somebody who's so confident that he can go up to anybody in a room and say, you want to know me? It'll be a blessing for you to know me. I've never met anybody like that. And he's fearless in the same way with danger and with living life on the edge. He really believes that nothing bad is ever going to happen to him, and I kind of believe it as well. I kind of believe that he's invincible.
Just have a little bit more fun in your life. Because he's certainly doing that, and I think it's a wonderful thing. And yeah, not to be so serious all the time.
When you go on a jet ski with your own, you live your life knowing that you could always get another kidney somewhere.
Okay, it's time to lose another phone. Hold on. Ready?
Who wants the new iPhone?
All right, hold on. You holding? Patrick, hold on. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Famous last words, you're on.
There we go.
Before I met Yaron, I was a pretty adventurous guy. I was up for exploring, but I don't think I would have jumped out of a plane before I met Yaron. Before I met Yaron, I was a competitive swimmer, lifeguard, loved the water, but I probably wouldn't have gone swimming in the wild with sharks. Yaron has, through his example and through our wild and crazy adventures in Halloween costumes and out of Halloween costumes up and down 6th Avenue, has showed me how to embrace life most fully. He's the ultimate adventure genius.
Since he's retired, we're all constantly regaled with evidence of, where he's been, what he's doing. He fills his life all the time, but I don't think he fills it selfishly. He shares with everyone.
I mean, I'm retired and I have plenty of time and a fair amount of money, but I don't live the life that he lives right now, and I kind of want to. So he has taught me a lot.
I've been lucky enough to certainly to be able to join him on some of these excursions, and it's just incredible. Some people wait a lifetime for a trip like that. Yaron's like, you know what? Why wait a lifetime? Let's go. Let's get it. We can have that now.